with more Maplestory, and today is just another casual stream. And next week well, for one thing, next week the schedule will be the last week it'll be at that, basically, next week from the time I'm streaming this will still be a usual casual stream week. And then after that is when the schedule will change. So, that's one thing. Another thing is that, like, next week will be more Maplestory content. And I think starting from this stream onwards, I'm not going to be streaming so much Maplestory because otherwise my entire channel would be spammed with daily, like, streams, like, dailies. Like, I shouldn't do it so much. And also, the game's loud. So yeah, that's kind of the short of what I have planned. Okay, I was a little worried because for some reason I thought I wasn't streaming, but I am. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing the daily grind of arcane symbols, and I could talk a lot. But at the moment, I probably shouldn't talk during this. Because it's stressful. Easily mess up. Yeah, I can easily mess up here. Okay, jump quickly. And here we have to be very careful, otherwise I touch the thing by accident. I get at least 7 coins per day from this. Wait for it to... I think this is 3. Yeah, that's 3. Because I only completed Morass, I had to do this twice, and not, like, once. It's, like, also perfectly timed jumps, because otherwise I mess up. Bad. Oh god, there's so many of these spirit debris. Okay, that was 2. 3. Uh-oh. I think we just have to turn it in as is. Unless one happens to be conveniently here. Uh-oh. Press the button! No! Oh my god, I was like a hair away from... No! I just realized the time ran out. No! Dang it. It didn't count, but we got 7 coins, so that's fine. Like, it's possible to get 10 by yourself, like 10 coins, but yeah. About that. And also at the rate I'm going, I think I can max out my Arcana, Choo-Choo Island, and Vanishing River by the end of the year. Morass will take ages. Lane will take ages. Actually, it won't take us long, but it's there. I should start investing, like, arcane symbols into Morass, though, because that'll take longer. based on my math, but of course I also had to have a lot of mesos to upgrade them, so... Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, trying to do this one more time. Okay, let's go. Once more. Also starting to speak gibberish because I'm trying to concentrate. So I don't get greedy. Okay, we'll skip that one for now. Also make sure I actually grab them because there were some moments of time where I did try to grab them, but it didn't process and I had to, you know, start over. Like, as in, like, get caught on purpose. Uh-oh. Turn them in. At least 5 coins per day is my average. 5, 6-ish, I guess. Like, per run. Oh god. So me pressing the wrong buttons on my keyboard, too. Ah, dang it. I messed up. Oh god, is that even the last rank? Just don't get caught. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, jump. This is probably the most effective strategy to getting... Oh no. Jump! Jump! Oh, okay. Okay, we got it. As much as I want to say something ew-woo, because the rock spirits speak that way, no. They're adorable, though. I love the rock spirits. They're so cute. I love them. Also, my pet's hungry in the game. You have to feed it. I could get the automatic thing, but no. Okay, let's turn these in, and then I could get 7 coins. Maybe, if I don't mess up, like, in the last second. Uh-oh. She says that she probably will. Okay, there. Okay. It's harder to do these kind of things on stream because I would get distracted and talk. And it's like, well... And we got it down by 1. Okay, how many of these are... 70. I guess I could turn them in now. 23. 1. Okay. Yeah, so my goal here is to, like, at least get enough for, like, to turn in, like, 20, and then I turn them all in. Like, turn them in. Yeah, I think Arcana I would upgrade quickly. Yeah, if I get 7 coins a day, it's, like, about, like, 7 symbols. Okay, let's see. Sure, let's do that. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, something I learned recently was how the leveling system works. Or the EXP grind, actually, is what I meant to say. Is that, I learned that, if you actually... I don't know if this is still true because I read it from a 2018, like, post or something. But basically how leveling works, I mean, EXP grinding works, is that if you hunt monsters that are actually within 4 levels of you, of your character that you control, play as, you get a little, like, a 10% bonus? I don't know if that's true, though. But... basically you get full EXP, plus a little additional. And how I've been grinding till now is apparently not correct. Basically, I did test this theory on my own time. Why is the game so randomly loud? Like, why is some BGMs, like, louder? Actually, the bigger question is, like, why is some games, like, badly, balanced? Like, audio. Anyways, I mean, it's not that loud, I guess, from the replay, but it's there. And then the IO. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, I basically decided to test the theory, of the EXP stuff, and basically I went to an area that was actually recommended for my level, which is obviously level 230, as you can see. So, like, okay, also here's a little something that happened, is that, just a few days ago while I was grinding, I left my computer for 10 seconds, and then I came back, and then I returned to see my character was killed by the enemies, the anti-AFK monster. So yeah, I learned my lesson to never stay on the map when someone rings the door. Doorbell. Ever again. But basically, I made up for it by actually grinding a lot. Because it's like, if I now made it this thing where if I get killed in a video game, I am going to make up for it by getting twice as much EXP, like regain twice as much. Basically, the good thing here is that I got ambition to level 100 by the time that happens. So I only lost 5% of EXP. And not like 10 or anything, so that's good. But, what else? Basically, anyways, and I was grinding on enemies from Morass, which is about, like, 9 levels higher than me. It took 2 hours to get about, like, 10, 12%. How much EXP did I get? I don't know, I was, like, I think, like, 12% because I was, like, 10% EXP after I died in the game. And, it was about, like, 22% when when I got back, like, when I grinded for, like, 2 hours? I think it was, like, roughly 2 hours I did that. And basically, that was from, like, 100% EXP zone and, like, how do I put this? Basically, that was from grinding for 2 hours in a zone where I was 9 levels lower than the enemy. And basically, when I actually did a little bit searching of stuff, with one post being ridiculous because it was like, like, to get to, like, it takes 1.5 weeks to level from 240 to 250, and I'm like, I do not believe that one bit. Oh yeah, I should still have it. Okay. That thing almost attacked me. Should be, yeah, I still have this. Time reset. Okay, so this expires at 2 p.m. today. How to figure it out. Anyways, anyways, as I was saying, okay, my brain had just stopped for a second. Oh yeah, anyways, I was talking about the EXP grind. I was like 9 levels below the enemies, like about 9-10 levels, because it was the red shadow and the blue shadow from Morass. And basically, like, it was like about 10%, like, from grinding there for, like, with buffs. So it was like, I think 4K times. Like, for 2 hours there. With, like, the totem as well. And from that, like, it basically, like, 2 hours for, like, 10% EXP in a zone where I was 9 levels lower than the enemy, like, roughly. I can check later, but not now. And so, like, after I did that searching on Google for, like, Maplestory stuff, I decided to test the theory by pretty much, like, getting a little bit of EXP from enemies that were actually within 4 levels of my character, which were the Snow and Thunder spirits. And I noticed that I, like, from normal grinding, like, no buffs at all, like, I've gotten quite a few 0.0, like, % of EXP. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I decided, like, I didn't do 2 hours of grinding, but I decided to do, 1 hour and 30 minutes of grinding, like, when I was trying to get the rest of the relay. With, like, some buffs mixed in, like, Rune and, this, like, EXP thing. And from 1 hour and a half, I got up to 20% of EXP. Oh yeah, and also with the EXP coupon as well. So I have no, and this was like around like Burning Field 90% and 60%. Like between that range. And so like I noticed a whole difference of like EXP gain from both. So basically, if I'm gonna grind to level 235, I should hunt enemies that are actually 4 levels within my range. If I want to get there faster. So yeah, now, and of course, as you can see, I am 40-ish% away from level 231. And of course, it's gonna be a little painful to do because I will have to grind for ages if I want to, like, get to level 235 on this character. Although, if I keep up the pace, although not exactly, like, 20% a day, considering, like, buffs and all that, I might be able to reach level 235 before the year ends, so I would be able to do Espera immediately. But of course, at the same time, I don't want to deal with leveling too much. Although I am within the range of Espera's average arcane force now. Like, as you can see, I'm 660 arcane force. And this is not including hyperskill, because I'm not using hyperskill on my main. Because I got my symbols upgraded before that was implemented, so yeah. And also, if I keep going with the pace, I should be able to reach 240 at some point. And that's important for being able to do the theme dungeon that KMS is getting. I don't think they have it yet as of the time I'm streaming this, which is August 7th of 2020. I could look it up, but I also had to be careful. Oh, right, I'm already, like, done with this area. Let's go back. I forgot I had Pixiv open with something completely unrelated to the stream. Okay. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay, I don't think they have it yet. They just have the Dimensional Library episode 6 right now. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I might be streaming those soon. Like, I'll stream them on my other characters because I already did 5 of them on my main. The 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, new V skills. Hey, and speaking of new V skills, considering so like obviously global Maplestory gets updates in the winter, like winter and summer, like KMS, except because you know there's that 6-month, like there's like that half a year gap. Okay, let me go to an area that's more quiet. So we have to do dailies anyway. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, considering that, like, okay, we're obviously gonna get KMS's summer update content in the winter for global, and obviously the fourth V skills will be coming out then, because they're getting it now, and yeah, I will have to figure out where to put it on my keyboard layout. So you can see at the bottom here, they're kind of scattered. Like crazy. Also, I do have some other V skills. Yeah, I have to reorganize my nodes soon. And the thing about reorganizing them is I'm trying to get them maxed out, but of course it'll take forever because, you know, I had to increase their level a lot in order to get it. Also, I kind of disassembled some of them because I was like, I'm probably not going to use them in the long run, which is a good choice, but now I don't even know what to do. It's easier to max them out, so... Because 50 is their max level, and it's like, if I get 2 boost nodes, then it's like max out to 50, at least, I think. Right? I'll look it up later, after I do this. Also, I'm trying to max out these symbols so I don't have to do these dailies anymore. Because I am obviously over-leveled. And also, the whole EXP thing I talked about moments ago, it could explain why some people were able to level so quickly within a month. Because of that, like, EXP, thing. I'm mostly in the higher levels past 200 because that makes the most sense. Basically, it's like, when you're, like, doing Arcane River, it's like, obviously do all your dailies first, and then when you have extra time, like, just grind, like, on enemies closer to your level, so you could get a lot of EXP. And honestly, at this rate, I really kind of want to get to Espera. Well, I do want to see more of the Arcane River storyline. I do kind of want to get started on getting all the dailies. Because as you can see, by this point I should probably, yeah. Also, slowly upgrading my symbols. Yeah, Chuchu Island, I'm gonna max it out really, really fast. Because... Chuchu Island, is pretty much the quickest symbol to upgrade. I mean, even with, like, you know, the dailies I'm doing with Arcana, like... And, like, my plan of getting at least, like, 7 coins a day for that one, and, like, at least, like, 4... At least, like, enough... For Lotulane, like, enough to get 4 symbols a day. From Dream... From the... What's it called? Dreamweave? The thing. Where is it? Yeah, Dream Defender. Like, even with those, it's, like, not enough to, Okay, we're gonna set up for this stuff. Okay, got 8. Oh, I forgot to put in the symbols. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna be upgrading Arcana pretty quickly. And Morass, I think at this point I'll start getting Morass symbols from this box, because this one will take, like, Morass and Esfera don't have, like, additional stuff, like how Vanishing River and, that's not what I meant to press, like Vanishing River and Choo Choo Island have. Actually, no, not just those two. Like the first 4 Arcane River areas. So yeah, I should probably put in like symbols for that, even though it's gonna be a bit costly at first. Like, it's better in the long run. Because I think my goal now is to max out my symbols, so I don't have to deal with, like, much later on stuff. And also, when I'm done with that, I don't have to deal with the area dailies anymore, because I would already be maxed out, and yeah. I can't wait, though. Yeah, at the pace I'm going, if I grind enough per day, I should be able to get to level 235 before the end of the year. Of course, I'm still level 230. I'm not at level 235 yet. And also, it depends on if there's any events that'll happen later this year that'll give me Typhoon Growth Potions, because obviously those are usable up to 240. So, well, technically 239, because you wait, I think you gain EXP from it at 240? I don't know. It's been a while. Of course, at this point, I'm now mumbling about, oh no, what am I gonna do in Maplestory now? Like, with my character. Because at this point, I just really want to get a higher level. Now, because, like, after seeing when Arcana was released, I'm like, wow. Of course, that's, like, before, like, EXP curve happened. I just realized I'm ready. I got 247-ish and didn't realize. Okay, let's get those. Let's try to get these quickly. Because I'm late to realize that I wasn't doing this. I got distracted. See what I mean when I say I talk a lot and distract myself? Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Really? The timing couldn't have been worse. Probably gonna get one symbol today because I messed up like that. Okay, I don't need these buffs considering how weak this area is, but I can't help it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna sit here and do this for a bit. I am also... I didn't mean to press that button! I meant to press G, not F. Yeah, keys. So I really need a new keyboard because my keys are starting to fade so badly, and not really much of the keys, it's more like because just in general what I've said before with the keyboard being weird. And the audio glitches out again. Okay. Because the buff takes a while to like dispel. Okay, now I sit here and do this. Oh, and also because I've been doing boss runs a little bit on my own, I am starting to get the honor XP in negatives. No longer into negatives. So soon enough I'll no longer be in the negative range for my guild. Also, I learned that the reason it's like that is because people just said it was like because people left the guild and stuff. And I'm I'm pretty sure the amount of times I have my own characters leave the guild did not result in negative 100k. Last time I checked. Oh, I still got the 2 symbols. Okay. Vanishing River. I think based on how much progress I'll make, Vanishing River might be maxed out before Arcana and stuff, so yeah. Okay, let's get recipes. At least for like the early areas, I at least like delayed it enough to like not need to get not need to do like about like only like enough that I only had to do 1 quest to do all the dailies for like the hunting stuff. So yeah, I basically spared myself from having to deal with that. So I'm almost like got Lotch Lane symbol like to level 11 now. Also a lot of spell traces I keep gaining. Mention it. I don't think I mentioned it during recording, but I finished the picture, like one piece of fan art for Paper Mario Origami King, and I like it. Although I kind of keep doubting myself. It's like maybe I should have changed this, and I'm like, okay, no, I am not going there. If I start doubting myself with like how like things could have been better in the picture, I'm like, no, because that'll just make me not post it or something. Or just want to go back and change it, actually. Okay, let's try to get a lot of damage in for this. I'm just gonna cut off when the thing is... Oh god, I'm dying. Get a lot of damage in. Okay. I only dealt enormous damage. I'm trying to get critical damage. And it's obviously not that easy. I had to do a lot of damage. I try to get the achievements. And also, doing something like that gives me some EXP, so... At this point, I should do everything I can to get lots of EXP, because... if I want to get to level 235 by the end of the year, I need to put a lot of effort into grinding. Also, the thing about, like, trying to do this is, like, difficult in the sense that I have so many other characters that I want to level up. But I can't spend too much time on them because, you know, the obvious reasons. And also, if I want to do the entirety of the Arcane River storyline, I actually have to get to level 255, which is impossible. Like, from like 250 to 255, I have to grind a lot in the game. Thankfully for the Black Mage, the story battle, like, I'm glad that the story fights, like, the story versions, are, like, they have less EXP and are, like, able to be fought. Oh yeah, and also by the time I get to Espera, I should be able to have my symbols maxed out. Like, at least Choo Choo Island maxed out. Not sure about the other ones. Now to find the Slurpee enemy. Oh, there it is. I hate these things in a way. Okay. Turn it in. Okay, there we go. 5. There we go. Yeah, I had to be quiet because I had to concentrate. Yeah, I'm gonna be like level 16 so fast with this now. Of course, at the beginning, I had to like get symbols from like event shops because you know, doing the Choo Choo Island dailies was not easy. And also, it was at least before the daily quests were implemented for Choo Choo Island. I really want to get to level 231 by now. I'm so close. Okay, okay. Just had to remind myself I already did Arcana daily. So just this one, then the things, and then the Morass dailies. I can't wait for the, yeah, the Yum Yum Island, region to be unlocked next week. Oh, and speaking of, like, streams, oh yeah, I said it in the beginning already, but yeah, to remind, I'm not gonna do so many Maplestory streams. I'm gonna be more doing art streams because I do want to get back to drawing often. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll still do Maplestory streams, just like probably once a week. And go from there. Okay, we totally made progress. We get a lot of XP for that too. Oh, and also speaking of like art stream stuff, like in drawings I'm doing, I have kind of got an idea for the next picture I'm gonna do because, okay, originally when I made Origami King fan art, I was only gonna draw like Ollie and Olivia as like humans, but after a while and seeing people's ideas of like the stationery personified, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own versions of them. So that's what I'm doing next. And I kind of have an idea of like what I'm doing. Like, you know, whenever I start a picture, like, I think I showed it on stream a little bit that it all starts as stick figures, like stick figure mannequins, and then it gets detailed over, like, more detailed sketch and stuff. Of course, I'm not gonna include the stapler when I draw because I know for a fact that I will draw one stapler to be drawn as a dog, but I can't draw animals too well. I mean, there have been times where I did draw pets, like cats and stuff, but it's not really like that much. But if I'm gonna draw animals for my series, I have to actually put the effort of, like, drawing them, like, often. Because in my own series, I kind of have characters with pets, and, oh, yeah. It won't be enough. And also for this, I'm only up to stage 30 because I don't want to go higher, so every single time I do this, I just do stage 30 and stop. Also, I love the music in this area part, like this part of the area so much. Oh wow. Yeah, just leave after this. I should try to get to a higher level, but I'm also kind of lazy, so no. At least I got up to level 30 because 30 coins are needed to get the symbols. Like, to get one symbol. So it's like I'm getting at least like 4 per day, depending on how many I get from these NPCs. Why did someone name their character Naked? I'm concerned. Anyways, we have this. What are my morass dailies right now? is looking incomplete. They're all wizards and memory slithers I need to complete the thing. That didn't work. Experiment gone wrong and shadows. Let's go do that. Actually, let's enter the map first. Wait. Let's do the cats first. The nameless alley cat, or whatever their name is. Because that's where the glittering powder is dropped. Oh, someone's here. I think they left. No, they're not. Okay. I don't like how I disabled the relay icon. Oh wait, what's in there? Ah, God. Okay, I hate how when I had to change channel in a game, I had to disable the relay. Okay, let's get these quickly. I can't wait to start Esra though. Like, so I could finally get my last arcane symbol and actually start upgrading that. This obviously would be very helpful in the long run. Well, although, like, thinking about it, it kind of makes sense why, like, Tenebris in the normal game is, like, 245 recommended. Well, I mean, you have to get to level 245. You can't really start it before that. But it's like, it's also kind of like kind of forcing players to get their arcane symbols increased, like leveled up, because obviously the average you need for Arcane River overall is 880, I think that's right, because that's the highest recommended in all regions. Well, not all regions, just the highest number you'll see in Arcane River. But you will need it. But if you want to get 1 point of damage only from the enemies, you have to, like, from all the enemies, you have to max them out. And also, if I'm correct, I've heard that the arcane symbols, okay, I don't know this too much, but I think they were meant to be maxed to level 25 and not 20. But of course, it's still like in the data, I think, but it's not implemented at all. And I hope it's never, because, you know, that means it'll take like probably 5 months total to get to level 25. Like, arcane symbol, if that's the case. So, yeah, I hope that doesn't get implemented. And it's also like, I don't want to do dailies for like 5 months just to do that, so. I mean, I already am. Like, from normal progression, Morass and Esra are gonna take like a year to max out because they don't have like special like things going on. Like the first 4 areas, so. burning stage 80%. Obviously, I'm not gonna grind in this area anymore, considering what I know about the levels situation. Thankfully, the sound effects are off, because when I did this stream this, they were so loud for these enemies. I mean, I get it, I raised it to be really loud, but only because, like, the voice act, like, well, I mean, there's no voice acting in these areas. The voice acting is only in, Tenebrous, because obviously thanks to the story event and stuff. But I always had want to have the sound effects on because there's some things where it's like you know, like those little like the footsteps, for example, in the story of Morass. Like, if I have it muted, you won't hear that. So that's why the sound effects were on at times. Wait, where is the... Oh, it's hallucinatory. I don't want to deal with that because it sucks in this area. Okay, we're not gonna bother with the illusionary flower. Illusionary flower? Whatever it's called. Oh god, there's so many of them. Okay, somehow that worked. Because I thought you had to defend the flower and then you win the challenge, but apparently I didn't defend the flower at all, so it was kind of random. How many things do I have here? 10, 11, 12. Okay, so basically one more day of getting 4 symbols should be enough to level that up. And also, I was originally going to do an art stream today instead of Maplestory stream. But of course, like, I kind of wanted to play Maplestory, and even if I did an art stream today, I probably wouldn't be able to sketch much because I'm still trying to figure out what designs I want to give the personifications I want to do. And yeah. Okay, I'm already 62% EXP. Yay! I really want to level up to, I really want to reach level 235 so much. Or at least level 231. Let's think small. Okay, after I do these dailies, I'm going to do some boss runs. And then I'm probably gonna grind for like 30 minutes and then end the stream. Maybe. Like just a short 2-hour stream. Because I still have something to do later today, I think. Well, whatever it is, it should be up later today. Who wants to beat this elite monster? Okay, I maxed that out for today. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I should also get a lot of node stones now because I really want to get my nodes maxed out. Not so, more like on the boost, the skill boost stuff, because I want to figure out which ones I want to keep and which ones I don't for the long run. Because obviously my current setup is mostly fit for Celestial Roar, which is the skill I use all the time, as you can tell. And I kind of want that to change. Because I get so much damage now, but I need to reorganize things. So I have to sacrifice some damage. And also a little something. Doing these dailies takes about an hour. And also once I max it, obviously as I max them out over time, it will no longer have to take that long because I won't be doing the other ones anyway. Like, once they're maxed out, I'm not going to do the quest anymore, so yeah. You know, I'm still so surprised that some people manage to get like 250 in a month. It's like it's still hard to believe that's even possible. Because it's like, okay, then what about your arcane dailies? Like, how are you getting enough to not, like, you know, immediately die in a map or something? Okay. So it'll be 24, then 32. Okay, so it'll take 3 days to max this out normally. Until it's level 6, I mean. This one I'm close. Like, one more daily and then turn into coins, and then I could level that up. This one will be level 16 so quickly! Ah! Anyways, let me go do the, Wait, no, No, don't do that. Okay. Okay, let's do quick Rudibus stuff. I know that, but I'm not gonna do that. Also, I did a calculation, so I'm gonna max out 3 normally within the remainder of the year anyway. Oh, yeah. But still, like, it's insane. It's like, how do you people level 250 in a month? I mean, I did look it up. I did look up something about, like, leveling up, like, level grinding. I refuse to believe that one result I found said you could get from 240 to 250 in 1.5 weeks. I refuse to acknowledge that. Because the closest I can do for myself is at least grind 20% a day if I have the buffs. But anything else is like, no. God dang it, now I have to wait for this. Oh, there goes Nightbot again. The boss is just a slither of HP. Really? Also, like, doing all these, like, boss runs. At least doing it every day is really helpful for my own guild, because I'm in the negatives. I'm not sure how that even happened when I never, like, had my own characters leave the guild at all. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go, never mind. Because I've heard that the reason why it's in the negatives after the guild revamp update is because of people being kicked out or left. It wasn't until this update that oh, I'm going the wrong way. It wasn't until this update that I actually, like, post guild revamp that I actually kicked characters out. So I'm like, how did it get to negative? At least on the bright side of it, doing boss runs will make the number go to the positives much faster, so that's what I've been doing for, like, days. Also, it gives me good money, so I need all the money I can to upgrade my symbols. If I don't mess up. God, I pressed the wrong button! Literally would only take a second, but apparently I keep misclicking. There we go. Also, not anything about it. Even if you do transfer symbols, it's like you would have to have, like, a lot of them already, like the symbols already a high enough level, like, or something. Okay, now I'm confused. It doesn't matter. Listen, even if you could transfer symbols, it's like, wouldn't you have to have already a high enough level character? Like, created or something? Because 230 is the highest level I am in this entire game. This is my highest level character. And it's like, that makes it sound like people get to level 250 so casually, and it's like, how? It's like, makes it sound like it's a walk in the park. It's not. It's obviously not. I am only, like, well, to be fair, I haven't really played often anyway. go do this. Like, it makes sense that I didn't really play a lot since I got to level 200. Like, I got to level 200 4 years ago on this character. And of course, I've been doing other things like drawing, actually being in school, and other stuff. Playing other games and whatnot. Also, I'm not doing this kind of Maple Studio thing, whatever it's called, like, on my main now, because I'm like, I am getting so lazy to do this on my side character, so. Okay, after I do all this, I'm gonna do a little search up on the catalyst thing, transfer symbol thing. Because I swear there was like a sort of penalty or something, like, and then it's like usable or something. I don't know. I tried to read description like 5 times and it still made no sense to me. But still, it also makes it sound like doing 250 in a month is like casual play. It's like, how? To be fair, the real challenge is after level 250 anyway, so. Also, I'm using all my mesos to upgrade symbols now, because I need to get my symbols upgraded. I am also tempted to get better, like, equipment, like Absolab stuff. There's no way I'm ever gonna bother with the arcane equipment, which is the level 200 equipment. Because those are only gained from bosses. The bosses in Arcane River. Well, that's the quickest way to get them. Like, you could buy them in the shop, but of course the drop rate for the droplets is pretty much very, like, not, basically it's not easy. Like, the drop rate for the droplets is ridiculous. Like, in my entire time of grinding in Arcane River, I only gotten 1. I mean, grinding past Lotcha Lane, I've only gotten 1 droplet. Also saving up the coins for the money, the piggy bank item. Okay. Next, I'm gonna do Pink Bean and then grind for like a bit. Oh yeah, I actually mentioned this in my stream the other day, but eventually, I'm going to be playing, like, doing, like, these, like, mini playthroughs soon. I don't know when. Sometime during fall. Because, if anyone's familiar with Freebird games, they created the To the Moon series. And that's kind of, sort of the name of it? I don't know. And before anyone asks, I do normal mode for the bosses. Because they're faster, and I don't really care for doing Chaos 1. Of course the boss had to put in that buff. the items. There we go. Yeah, doing this every day will get me faster to the positive in my guild. I'm not doing it all on all my characters because not all of them are buffed. And obviously that would be very expensive in-game, so no. Okay, let's still do cubes because I don't really care for them. Let's go to Arcana. Wait, where is the... Oh, right, I'm going to the free market. Thank goodness for a quick move. So I don't have to go to a town with a portal every time. Sell for some additional money. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, check the cumulative. 84 mil. I'm gonna check something real quick. I forgot about the... Oops. I almost forgot about this. Wait, what? Wait, what is this? Asked and answered. I'm probably gonna Google that just to find out what the answer is. If anyone managed. Alright, I'm gonna get the trade potion. The last one I could get on this character. Or... yeah, I think this character. Willpower. Okay, willpower level 75. More HP. I'm gonna try to max out willpower next to 100. And then empathy could be last because it's MP. I don't need it immediately on this character. Well, because she doesn't have MP. Okay, let me go grind for a bit and we could... Okay, let's go to an area I know could give me a lot of EXP. Okay, 10% here. I'm not gonna bother with the totem thing because I don't have it. Actually, I'm gonna do that. You know what? I need a screen so none of you see my things. I know I made the volume lower, but that's fine. Never mind, I actually don't have enough reward points. Okay, it turned out I don't have enough reward points because I spent them all. Let's get some of these. sell that, because we don't need it. So basically, this is what I sort of do now, just to get a lot of EXP. Oh yeah, I said I would search up the... Oh, I can't! I just realized I can't. So I have Pixiv on my phone, and I'm kind of looking at something right now. Anyways, what else? That's a lot of dexterity I have. Anyways. I never really mentioned, but of course, the thing I changed in the bottom left corner stream. Decided to add something of recent events. Because Sarah for the end, once again, make me cry. I'm pretty sure at this point the entire series, well, to be fair, the entire series, the entire Sarah for the End series is pretty much an emotional roller coaster. And, yeah. I feel like the moment I caught up with the story in March, like, every update after that, well, not from March's update, but, like, from April onwards, has always been sad. Well, except one chapter, but, wait, would I say 2 chapters? Well, I guess mostly, more just 1 and mostly 2. Although chapter 92 kind of went back to it, like, oh, here, yeah, remember this happening? Yeah, this happened, by the way. I'm just like, thanks. I'd like to have my heart broken 5 million times, like, all over again, so. Also, just gonna casually drop this. I recommend Sarah for the End. Please read, please, if none of you have heard of it, I recommend it. And if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine, but I recommend it. Its manga is insane right now, so. And also, if anyone sees the anime, don't kind of expect to only watch the anime. Because the manga's updated monthly. And if the anime ever continues, which I feel like it might one day, it would probably be so much later in time. Can I check in? Okay, I did. And also, a little bit stunning in Maplestory, my guild is all just my characters, by the way. Literally no other human being is in my guild except for myself. Just all the characters are my characters. It's kind of my way of letting you guys know which character I am when I'm online. Because if you see that character with the guild, that's me. That's 100% me. Anyways, as I was saying, it's Sarah for the End. Yeah, there's I have a feeling that maybe the anime might continue, but of course, given, you know, I guess. What's the only way you could tell if I'm online in the game anyway? If you see a character with this guild. Also, I got the guild to level 6 from just having my characters in it, so. Anyways, what was that? Oh yeah, let's talk about Sarah at the End. So, even if, you get to, even if, there are people who only watch anime, right? And not read the manga because of reasons. This is, the one series where you have to read the manga because, it's updated monthly. And there's, obviously, the anime is not continued. I'm still guessing that it might continue one day, but I feel like if it does, it'll probably be when the manga's done, or close to done. So, things have been getting really sad and depressing in Seraphidian right now. And I can't exactly say why, because it's very heavily spoilers at this point. And also people have really interesting theories, and of course at the same time, I kind of don't completely understand. To be fair, the story's pretty, like, it gets to the point where it's like, there's so much to, like, there's so much to process that it, like, that it makes the fact that it does get updated monthly make more sense. I mean, outside of, like, it takes time to create a manga and all that. I love the series, though. Sure, it makes me cry, but I love it. Okay, now I'm thinking about it, I'm not gonna actually give a somewhat spoiler-free kind of description of the series unless someone asks me to. Because I feel like the more I'm, like, describing the series, the more I'm just gonna, like, constantly mention, like, this one thing. It is shipping related, but to be fair, in this case, it's actually more, like, on the road to being canon. Although even if I say that, it's, like, obviously not canon yet. Well, technically not canon because of the circumstances of recent chapters of what just literally happened. Although I do like how one of the chapters confirmed that this character does love this other character. It makes me happy. Also, there's this also other thing where people are like, okay, basically, you have these two characters with the same last name in the story. Well, it's not actually their real last names, but I know people comment just like these things, and it's like, no, they're not related. They just share a last name because of an actual plot reason for why they do. I don't know if it's actually... I don't think it was in the manga. I only know because I read one of the light novels. Well, correction. A fan translation of the light novel because one of them, at least one of them, never saw the light of day in English. And I know that because it's not even in English officially. But yeah. And of course people would be saying things, it's like, no, they're not related, they're clear. To even further prove it, it's like, know when their birthdays are. And also, the story makes it explicitly clear too, so it's like, why does... Do people say these certain things, like, are clearly people who never read the series, or watched. Like, never watched or read the series at all. It's a little something. Oh, and also, speaking of its light novels, it gets dark. Like, the light novels are much darker than the main manga. I mean, the manga's pretty dark, but, like, because a light novel relies more on words than pictures and words combined, the descriptions are so gruesome. Like, I was reading it, and as it went on, it was really describing, like, the death, like, so detailed. And, there was also something very bad that happened, or was about to happen for, like, a random character. Not really in a significant character, but it's just a random character that appeared. And I don't think I could say it. It got real serious and sensitive of a topic in it, and I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna go there. When I read it, I was pretty much spamming to my friend, like, I was pretty much like, okay, I reach a point where I'm just like, nope, 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 nope. We're not going there, and yeah. Like, I did mention it a few times, like, like when I was told my friend about like the light novel and if she has time to read it, like that, be wary of that detail. I'm still not over one point of it as well, where like after being aware of the main story of the series, it makes one particular line in the light novel becomes like I don't know which word to use. Like basically like in universe it does not age well. And it's also like, yeah, I think it's most like in the universe it doesn't age well because it's like let's talk about like drinking blood or something, and like how for like this one character it's like they like know that weird feeling. How do I put this? It's kind of awkward to explain because I don't know how to put it into words. But basically the point being is like, basically it's like I'll make sure this doesn't happen to him, and it's like, well, I know in the main series it does, but I can't see it. No. If you guys want to know, actually check out Seraph at the End. And for the light novels, you pretty much had to Google it, because I read the fan translation of one of them on Wattpad, which is pretty much the only place I found it on. It really sucks that it's not officially in English though, because I'm like these days I'm more like I'd rather be reading things officially, because reading or watching things officially, because obviously, well, because it's legal. What else? But like in this case it's like can't be helped because the thing is not officially in English, so I had to read it somewhere. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, off topic from Seraph at the End. I'm just like now thinking Maplestory a little bit here, and it kind of makes sense that they unlock Arcana, Morass, and Espra like somewhat early, because you know because the enemies are more recommended for 230 than 225, like unlocking the area 225 or something. If that makes sense. And I think the reason it's like that is so we get more of a chance to upgrade our symbols to prepare for Tenebrous, like, area. Because Tenebrous, I'm assuming you would want your symbols maxed out. Also, I really want to get to Espra, though, because, yeah. Oh yeah, I said I would look up the symbol thing. I'll do that after the stream because I don't want to do that right now. Anyways, I want to go back to Seraph at the End a little bit. Should I? I don't know. I feel like every single time I talk about it, no one knows what I'm saying because obviously it's probably an anime manga that no one has ever watched. I mean, it is pretty quiet. I mean, it's fine, the community is pretty quiet. I mean, we only get active again every time a chapter is up now, but... yeah, especially the recent ones this year, because the year, like, based on the dates of the chapters, like, it started out being very, like, the chapters started out being very, Wait, what's that about? The chapter started out what? Oh yeah, basically the first the first 2 chapters were very, like, had, like, aw, such sweet, like, dialogue. And also a little something interesting that was confirmed in, one of those chapters. And then you have, like, the neutral chapter after those 2, and then and then everything just took a roller coaster dive into emotion, like, being very emotional moments, like, chapters. Oh my god, why does this skill do that sometimes? And then basically all the chapters since April have been, like, not all of them, but I'm just noticing that a lot of them have gotten sad. Like, all of them are just emotional mess of chapters. And, what else? Okay, I'm starting to lose track of what I'm talking about. Basically, since April, the chapters have been very sad. Well, one of them kind of deviated away from it, so it's not really sad. But then the next chapter kind of goes back to it, to what this character did to my favorite character. And then obviously this month's chapter, which was chapter 93, is sad. It's like when chapter 93 is like start out just like, oh no. It's like you immediately know what's going on in it. But it took a while for the character to realize it, and I just started crying and crying as it kept going. And I'm like, why you do this to us? No. And also people are theorizing again. I pretty much understand the theories, but it's also so much to describe that I'm like, I don't think my brain could keep up with all this description. And it's making me curious of what's gonna happen next. I know I say that all the time with Servadian at this point, but it's like, to be fair, like, I'm also reading updates slow because, you know, 1 chapter a month, you pretty much don't want to be spoiled by anyone. Of course, when the chapter came out early in Japan, well, like usual, and people try to spoil us. Spoil me. Not really, it's more like I kept seeing, like, spoilers pop up, and I was like, nope, time to avoid this website. And, yeah. I'm being very careful because ever since chapter 89, I don't want to get accidentally spoiled. Like, for chapter 89, it was the day of the update. While I didn't see any pictures, I got spoiled that the chapter was going to be emotional. And, I don't think it's a spoiler anymore, considering that the fandom pretty much exploded the moment that chapter came out, so. And, let's see if I could get 70%. Probably not, before the end of the stream. Okay, what was I saying again? Okay, let's talk about the chapters. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I was kind of, like, given a vague spoiler about the chapter, I was like, okay, this is probably going to be the only, like, when I'm interested in chapter, I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna avoid, like, social media, like, until the chapter is officially posted in English. So I'm still not over the logic of, like, people complain about, like, this video translation, but they still read it. So it's like, okay. Totally makes sense. But then again, it doesn't really matter for me because I've been reading the Viz Media translations since the beginning, so I'm used to them. Okay, now I just spaced out because I was just thinking of something else at the same time, and now I'm like, okay. So I'm so curious of what's gonna happen next in Servdian. I'm glad I did reread chapters, like, back in... Well, technically, I watched the anime again in March. And I pretty much read the chapters from volume 11 onwards in April. Which wasn't the smartest decision because, well, I mean, I had no choice. And it's not a smart decision because I had to read chapter 89 again. And that was the most painful thing I had to do. Because I knew what was coming. And when I was like right about to read it again, I had to tell myself, okay, if I want to get this over with, I have to read this chapter. And I did. And I cried even more after I read it a second time. Because it's like, I read through all the chapters again, kind of was like seeing all these moments where this poor character, like, I just want to hug him, like, just want to come up to him and give him a big ol' hug and just like tell him it's okay, even though that won't completely fix everything. And, like volume 14 chapters, like, I think were the ones that made me cry again. Like, I was like, I forgot this happened. No. Aww. I like the usage of like blush marks on the characters too. In the anime, they kind of like for like the anime, like for like adaptation of like the at least the first 10 volumes, plus like half of 11. Like, they did better, like, they did a little more interesting job with the blush marks, and I like that. Oh, and also one moment in the entire series, you can't, like, if I showed you guys it, which I'm not gonna do that because, well, one, this is being recorded for YouTube, and two, I don't want to get copyright. I don't know if, I mean, 10 seconds is okay, but I'm pretty sure the whole moment's more than 10 seconds. Basically, simply, this is going up on YouTube, so I'm not gonna do that. But, there is one moment where, like, you can't just watch it and think their actions are platonic. There is no way. Or, you know, if I show you something from the manga, then it's the same thing. Like, if I show anyone something from the manga or the anime, like the anime version of the early stuff, basically if I showed anyone, it's like you're gonna look at it and it's like gonna be explicitly clear that it's like it's not platonic. Seriously, as someone explained best, their actions, like how they treat each other, is not platonic. Like, there's always that very implied romantic undertone. I think that's the word. My vocabulary is not that big, apparently. But, like, seriously, like, especially after, like, it confirmed, like, officially confirmed now that, one of them is in love with the other. Just, you know, obviously more than friends kind of thing. it makes a lot of scenes early on different. Because it's like, you know, he actually feels that way about him, and it's cute. But it's also sad considering what happened in latest chapters. That I'm not gonna say, but it's adorable. I love it. I just start talking weird because it's just so cute. I know people are gonna not like it, but it's like, well, too bad. It's actually in canon, so you can't really deny it. At this point, if people are like refusing to believe, it's more like you're denying it because it's actually canon. So, well, for one of them, like, I mean, I'm still thinking about this. That's what I also want to know is like, does the other one feel the same way? I mean, we know his reason for living, and it's pretty. Like, between the two of them, they're for each other. There are their reasons for living. Is each other, basically. And, so, but it's also like, does he feel the same way romantically or something? I don't know. As a fan, I just want to know, but I'm also like, don't want to think too much of it because obvious reasons. And also, oh my god, and I can't forget it. People are quoting the latest chapter too, and I'm like, stop! My heart can't handle this. Not a bad thing or anything. It's just like people are talking about well, obviously the latest chapter, and like they're quoting something that obviously made me cry in the chapter. I'm like, oh, stop! My heart can't handle this. I don't hate it or anything. It just makes me cry because it's just such a moment. I mean, sure, we know the circumstances, but we know that in the character would actually say that anyway. So, I mean, considering chapter 86, I'm pretty sure the character would say that pretty much. So, oh. God, in that chapter, I won't say much, but I like how that chapter we see the character crying because, I mean, people have mentioned that he did somehow manage to cry despite the obvious reasons, which were kind of pointed out at I think the end of volume 14. I don't know which chapter that was, but I'm kind of giving a vague idea of what I mean. And, basically it was just, I don't know. Because, like, obviously, when a character is sad, it's always the right thing that they should cry. Like, because crying is not a weakness. It helps release emotional stress. As far as I know. And I can know that because there's some times where, like, I want to cry, but I'm unable to, and it just puts so much stress on me. And so, yeah. Like, seeing the character cry, just, like, it just feels right. Like, they need this moment where they need to cry. And especially after all the craziness that happened in the story, they deserve to have that moment. It's like deserve to have a moment to actually cry, considering. Okay, I was about to say I mentioned Sunny in the light novel, but I'm not gonna say it. I don't think I should say it on stream. It's nothing like inappropriate or anything, just something that I probably should not say. I wanted to be a surprise if anyone reads one of the light novels online. Obviously the one that's fan translated because that never was released in English. There's so much in the light novels that I want to. There's so much. I do want to read the other light novel, but it's so much reading. I don't think I would have the time and luxury to do that. Oh god, don't perish. Oh god. Enormous damage again. I think critical damage is like a whole bunch of damage than what I've done. Okay, let's see. Anyways, what I was saying. Yeah, let's talk about a bunch of stuff. I like I can just keep mumbling about like, hey, like about how this character, like it's confirmed and how like that they do like love the character, like this other character. Like it is true that I just see like some moments early on that people have posted, and I'm like after that confirmation from a few chapters ago. Like, a lot of scenes hit different. It really does. Well, not too different. It varies, I guess, because I've been shipping these two characters since I got into the series in 2016. I mean, as I said in the past, I did get into it because of fan art and GIFs. So, like, you know, like, take a guess as to what the fan art is, and yeah. But it's not just the fan art, it's like the series itself made me like ship it as well, because like a lot of their moments are just so soft and fluffy. But not just that, I've got Maple Relays gone, as well as the quest. Okay, we're not gonna put that there. Anyways, what else was I saying? Oh, shipping stuff. I don't want to talk about ships too much, but it's a little different here because it's actually more canon in this case. And if people say that they're not into each other, it's like, well, you're clearly denying it now that it's actually confirmed that one of them does love the other. People just don't understand. Like, and seriously, it's like, and they use this way to kind of debunk them. It's like, what do you do? Half of the things they like that they've done with someone you really consider as a friend, the answer should be no. If you do, there is something going on that I don't want to know. I'm being serious, like seriously, like someone misdescribed it, like for chapter 87, like this whole moment. It's like, they described it like I have a friend that I think of as like just, you know, actually a friend. And it's like, I would not let this happen. Like, I would not let this happen, like, kind of moment. How do I put it? It doesn't matter. Anyways. Yeah, let's go do these things. It's important to do these things often because I get the free EXP. Why am I pressing the wrong buttons? Okay, I think at this point I'm gonna stop talking about Serve the End. I think I talked enough about it for now. Oh yeah, it kinda makes sense I talked about it because the chapter came out this week, so kind of like wanted to give more of my thoughts on it without spoiling. This one gives quite a bit of EXP, like 0.07%. Honestly, at this rate, like getting 0.01% is like pretty much like heaven at this point in this game. Because like, look how, like, I need so much EXP just to level up. Like the gap between like to level from 229 to 230 and to 230 to 231 is ridiculous. It's like, why? Why is there such a huge gap? Anyways, yeah, okay, at this point you guys are just seeing me grind, but what else am I supposed to do? Try and get some EXP. I feel like at least 10% a day is my best bet, but of course, yeah. Okay, I did an hour for like dailies and some boss runs. It wasn't until like 20 minutes ago that I started doing this, so... Okay, so what else to talk about? I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm just thinking right now. Should've waited a little bit before this, but whatever. I just realized this entire stream, you guys have probably been hearing this song multiple times. Well, I didn't really hear it too much because I always have the game muted anyway when I play the game, because I'm always watching YouTube on the side. Of course, for this stream, you're forced to listen to this every like 2 minutes. Anyways, what was I talking about? Okay, I'm trying to deviate the topic from Seraph, because I talked about that a lot. Like, it's not like, probably like 20 of my streams to date have been just talking about Seraph at the end, like, at least like once. At least mention it once a stream, because I just want more people to get into it. I mean, not too many. Otherwise, like, you'll be also catching up with all the sad chapters with us, so... all the sad, emotional content that we get now, this year. Of all the times I caught up with the manga, it was right before things got really emotional in the series. And I'm like, wow. But seriously, it's like right now in the story, it's like the first time in 4 years that I've cried so much from this series. Like, I did cry like when I was reading some of the other chapters, but it's the like the first time since 2016 that I cried so much that I was pretty much sobbing. Like, my eye, like, sobbing a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do a little more grinding. And then I'll end the stream. I can't get over when I read Chapter 89 the first time. When I was okay, basically a little something. Okay, even though I said I would not go back to this, I kind of want to a little bit. I just like not over that, like, when okay, I read manga online. If I'm I mean, obviously I do. That's where the new chapters are. But I read it on my phone because my phone feels easier to read it on. Like, I don't want to read it on my computer, and that's mainly why. And so basically I just can't forget that when I read these chapters, my hands start shaking because it was just like getting emotional, and I'm like, I can't keep my phone like up. Yeah, that's like something. Oh yeah, and also if people read the series, I've gotten into the series and I've read obviously chapter 90. A little something for you guys. Chapter 90 was posted in English on May 1st. I don't know if it was the same for Japan because I don't get there when they post the chapters. I kind of want to say that because guess what May 1st is? Insert for the end. Like, what does it also mean? And you'll know the pain of why that chapter is probably the most painful chapter. Emotionally. Well, for me, it was the most painful. Because there's a little something interesting about it, you know? I can't always say it, because spoilers, but if anyone knows, you'll know exactly. Giant slime. I've been tagging this thing for a while. Oh, that's why. It's like, why is it taking so long? Oh, because of the obvious reasons. There we go. Took a while. Anyways, what else is going on recently? Oh yeah, the reason I talk about oh yeah, not understanding, but I don't talk much about like My Hero Academia. Well, to be fair, the manga's intense and kind of like everywhere at the moment, so I'm not really talking much about it. Not in a bad way though, only because like obviously I'm reading it and stuff, but it's kind of hard to like describe what's going on because like I'm doing so much per week now that I'm starting to forget what's going on, so yeah. But things are interesting. Going on in that series. Can't really describe it considering, you know, spoilers, but yeah. And it's also interesting how, like, a lot of people who, I mean, actually, well, yeah, a lot of people. But, like, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I find it interesting that, not all the English voice actors read the manga, so they're pretty much going into the entire thing blind. Like the entire, like, experience blind as they're going to record, like, future stuff, for it. Obviously not yet, because Season 5 is not, you know, doesn't exist yet. I'm just, like, thinking about it a bit, and I'm like, okay, how do I put this? Yeah, not all the voice actors in English have been reading the manga. Like, a lot of them are just, like, going as, are, like, knowing as the story goes on in the anime, rather, like, well, the adaptation than reading the manga. But it's nice to know that some of them have been reading the mangas because they know what's happening. I pressed the wrong button. Like, obviously for like, at least, like, one of the voice actors, like, when his character finally appeared in the anime, like, the character like, the character he voices appears in the anime, like, he immediately went to the manga and started reading it because he wanted to see more, and it's interesting. I like that. Okay, I'll grind a little bit more, and then we're gonna stop for today. Also, friendly reminder, and just in general, obviously, never spoil a manga, like, so lightly. Like, there are people who literally only watch the anime. So it's like, never spoil the manga. Never talk about the manga unless it's okay to. Like, in places like, obviously my stream, like, I think for most part, like, it's okay to talk about mangas. But probably not on streams like this because, you know, the chat would be on screen and I mean, I would have to put a disclaimer about spoilers, but yeah. Obviously, simply just, like, be careful with spoilers. Like, for, like, when Season 3 ended for Academia, like, Funimation had to make sure people would not spoil the manga in the tweet replies when they talked about, like, a character. Like, hey, this character's voiced by this person, kind of thing. Funimation had to make sure that no one would spoil. Also, people who did read the manga and are respectful also had to tell those people. For this guy. Yeah, I think after a while I could understand how this class can get a little, like, music kind of earworm a bit. Not really, but it's more like you hear this so much. I can't really hear it much anyway because I have the background muted anyway, when I play, yeah. Something a bit random, kind of related to my story is that, I just remembered this, that, just like a few years ago, I remember going on Tumblr and there's this, in DeviantArt a bit, that there's this person who was like, very, like, obsessed, I guess, with an NPC. And, honestly, it reached to very much unhealthy levels. And I remember whenever I see them doing something, like, related to it, like pictures, like, content, like, it's always, like, concerns me. But this was just, like, a few years ago. And, oh yeah, and also I remember, like, a few years ago when I was on Tumblr, I like how, like, whenever, like, these posts that were spammed in the tag, like, people were, like, at least, like, one person made a post where it's like, you want to mute this person? And it's like, yes. And it's like, well, to be fair, they were, like, spamming the tag, like, a lot. So it was, like, almost like a bot, but they weren't a bot at all, interestingly enough. It was just, like, they were spamming, like their own, like, little content made from Maplestory sprites, and it was, like, ridiculously spammy. Anyways, like, but, like, that's not the person I'm talking about. I don't know who they were, but I know that they posted, like, they were obsessed with NPC. So much that it kind of got to unhealthy levels of obsession. Like, it was disturbing. And basically, that person made me actually hate the NPC because of them. So, like, I'm not kidding. Like, their, like, obsession with him made me hate that NPC. And thank goodness they weren't an NPC related to the main, the main storyline of Maplestory. It was actually someone completely different. And I'm talking about a few years ago, by the way. It was like, wow, now that I think about it, I don't know how many years ago it was. I think 2011, if that gives an idea, because it's, obviously there's, like, one person who's interested in, like, just, like, likes an NPC in the game a lot, but it wasn't like that. It was pretty normal, and, like, to be fair, it was pretty normal to the point that everyone does it for, like, characters for anime, like, or, like, for example, you know, like, how, like, how do I put this? I don't know how to put this, but, you know, it's related to, like, just, like, in general, I guess. But, like, this person from, like, 2011, it wasn't normal. Actually, no, it was, like, 2000, yeah. It was more 2010, but I didn't really see that they had a Tumblr until... I didn't really see they had a Tumblr until 2011, so... Like, yeah. And I am not kidding. It is to, like, levels of unhealthy obsession because, one, the NPC doesn't exist in the game anymore. And two, it's like, as in, like, they were, like, in an event NPC, and, yeah. But, yeah. How do I put this? It was a lot. It was a dark time. A dark time of why is there someone like this? It was creepy. I'm not kidding, it really was. It was like, well, to be fair, I was a kid back then anyway, but I was still very much a kid, but it, like, even at, like, that age, like, even if it was still, like, and also, like, random, but I think someone said that they went to, like, really M-rated territory with it, and I'm like, okay, that is when you know you've gone too far. Yeah, it was just disturbing. I feel like when people do something like this, like, if you like an NPC or a character or whatever in the story, it's fine, but if it goes to that sort of level where it's, like, disturbingly self-insert, it's like, that's where I cross the line. It's like, there's just no... Like, there's a limit to appreciating a character and reaching a point where it gets so disturbing. And again, I don't even know who that person was anymore. It's been years. To be fair, when I saw their account again, I immediately blocked them, so I never see their posts, so, you know, they probably still exist there. I think by now they're, like, gone. I think they're gone now, but I can't forget that they ever did that. It's like, And also, speaking of which, okay, I know I'm supposed to end my stream, but I just, like, keep thinking about this stuff. I just remembered that, okay, that was, like, probably, like, 3-ish years ago. 2017, at least. Yeah, 2017, because it was when, Danganronpa V3 was already announced for release in English, but it wasn't released yet. And it was before the voice actors, too, announced themselves. I still not over. I even called out a voice actor like, "Oh my god, they come back for this character," and he replied to me, and I'm like, ah! I just freaked out that day. But anyways, like around 2017, like back in like college. I'm in university now, which is obviously more college basically, but you know, I remember like there was this person who pretty much was saying, like, there was this, like, they pretty much, like, how do I put this? It's like, they talk about this person online, like, and how, like, their content, like, this person's content, like, self-insert, was very disturbing. Not sure how to put it. Basically, it talked about how, like, they said that, like, how this person was, like, they pretty much put, like, it's like a character from a Series XOC thing. But, and how I see it, it was like, okay, that too was, like, unhealthy obsession. And, and there were, like, inaccurate stuff, like, they did. And, I don't know, it's a bit of a crazy thing that I've, like, pretty much, like, just heard about, like, randomly one day. And, basically I've heard enough that, for some reason, that, like, the person that was, like, online did some, like, went into M-rated territory, and I was like, okay, that's where you just that's where the line should never be crossed. And, what else was there? Oh yeah, basically they did, like, that, like, character XOC that to the point where they're just like, yeah, these two characters in the series, they're clearly platonic, and it's like, wow. Basically, it was, like, a series that has, like, already, like, this character officially paired with another. And by the way, the series is finished, has been long finished, and yeah, it got weird. Basically, I don't remember much about all that stuff, but I know it happened, and it was very similar to what I experienced with a random person from 2011. So yeah, they're not alone. I know very well. Okay, I think after this, I will stop. Because I'm going the wrong way. I got about like 4% EXP in like 40 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the conversation there because I don't know where to begin. had like that whole thing from like 3 years ago, like it wasn't too bad, I'll say that. Like it was more like reasonable to be like freaked out by like what this like person online was doing. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yeah, no, also, like, I'm just, like, remembering, it's, like, that they put so much inaccuracy in their stuff, like, OC stuff, too, that it's, like, ugh. I feel like, for me, like, when it comes to inaccuracies, I feel like it's, like, that's not right. If you're making a story or, like, you know, content or something, like, it's easier to get the facts straight. Like, more accurate. Cause like, it wouldn't be right to like, create something, like fan content stuff, and it's like, your thing goes so inaccurate that it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah. Anyways, that'll be all for today's stream, after I sell all these items. That'll be all for today's stream. I talked a bunch about random things. And, yeah, just pretty much talked for like 2 hours doing dailies and, some grinding. So yeah. Friendly reminder that my streams, I'm not going to be streaming so much Maplestory. I'll pretty much only stream it when there's something going on in the game, like Yum Yum Island next week. And, some other things. I know the game audio is loud, don't mind that. And, I'm pretty much gonna do more art streams, too. So, that's also something else. And I also plan to start a new playthroughs around, I don't know when, like sometime around, like somewhere in the fall, like either the end of September or sometime in October is when I'll begin it. Basically, I'm gonna be playing the To the Moon series somewhere around there. The reason is because Imposter Factory is coming out at the end of this year. But we don't have a specific release date as of today, the day I'm streaming this. So, I'm pretty much gonna play the series during the fall. It's not required. I know it's not required at all, but I'm gonna play them anyway because it's been a long time since I played them and I kind of want to see the story again for fun. So that'll be happening. Can't wait for Imposter Factory though. The description for it on Steam is so vague on purpose that I'm like, what even is this? I wonder what's even going on. But yeah, I'll look it up a little more between, like, after the stream, but yeah. Anyways, that'll be all for today. Oops, I messed up my outro. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream.